What's up? How's it going? Just making sure everything's working before I get started. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Got 2 more drinks to try today. We've got Vita Ice, Acai, Blueberry Pomegranate, and then also 3D Energy Watermelon Grape. I think I'll start with the 3D Energy. All right. It's been sitting a little bit, so lots of condensation on the can. In these streams, I go over the product, all the info, the details. I try it out. I show it. I try it out. Uh, so I won't probably respond to any comments that I see until I'm done with each one. But other than that, I'll try to respond to any comments that I notice. Anyways, taking a look at this watermelon grape 3D energy drink. Nice kind of mix of purple and red on the can. This is 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters, 200 milligrams caffeine. And then we've got 10 calories. This can's kind of difficult to read here. 0 grams of total fat, no surprise. Yeah, there's pretty much zero. Oh, 135 milligrams of sodium, 6% of your daily value. And then there's niacin B6, B12, and pantothenic acid, I think. You'll see on screen when I show the can up close, it's the font and the text is kind of off. It's really hard to read. Yeah. Ingredients: carbonated water, citric acid, malic acid, sodium citrate, natural and artificial flavors, sucralose, caffeine, calcium sorbate, sodium benzoate, then L-carnitine, tartrate, taurine, aspartame, potassium, pantothenic acid, which is one of the vitamins. Yeah, the rest are vitamins. Okay. Let's show this up close. It'll be easier to read on the camera. Watermelon grape 3D energy. There it is. 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters. And for our nutrition facts, 10 calories, 135 milligrams of sodium, 6% of your daily values. So basically like a bag of chips, but in liquid form with the amount of sodium. There's the vitamins. Yeah, it's still very difficult to read. You can see the printing is a little off for some reason. So niacin, B6, B12, pantothenic acid, I think. Not totally sure. 200% of your daily value. Then they got the warnings about energy drinks, as well as the ingredients. There we go. Try to get this as good as possible. So we've got carbonated water, citric acid, malic acid, sodium citrate, natural and artificial flavors, sucralose, as well as aspartame, potassium. Those are sugar alternative, low-calorie sweeteners. Do your research on that stuff and understand what you're drinking, because there is some mixed research, studies, things like that. Caffeine. Yeah, I can't read it. potassium sorbate, which is a preservative. Sodium benzoate is also a preservative. And L-carnitine tartrate, taurine, which are energy drink components. And then all the vitamins and such. So I think I got most of it. But yeah, it's really difficult to read. And this thing is zero sugar, no artificial dyes, which is nice, and then 200 milligrams of caffeine. So for context, this is 16 fluid ounce. An official cup of coffee is 8, and you'll get like 75 to 120 is kind of the range that I mentioned. But it depends on the coffee. That's 100, so maybe up to 120 milligrams. If it's like a super dense, super like one of those cold brew nitro ones from Starbucks or something, that would be even more. But yeah, this is 200 for 16. So I guess per volume, it's less than a coffee, maybe, or similar. Anyways, there's the topper. Very cool. I like these black painted toppers and tabs on there. Energy drinks tend to be very good at marketing, like the visual look of them and such. Let's pop it open. Probably destroyed my microphone recording. How loud it was. Oh well. I will use the small cup. There it is. So I'm always a fan of drinks that have no artificial colors or, manufactured colors. So this is nice. Looks good. You can see the carbonation nice and clear. I like it. All right. Let's do a smell test. Yeah, some type of sweet smell. Does it smell like grape and watermelon? I don't know. Anyways, again, this is the 3D Energy Watermelon Grape energy drink. Let's try it. Yeah, it's got that classic artificial watermelon taste, or at least the watermelon taste that they add to gum and all those things. And my voice sounds weird today. I went to an anime convention, so I was talking a lot. Yeah, tastes interesting. This tastes like grape, let's say. It's got the tanginess, it's got the sourness. It does have that watermelon flavor for sure. I could see grape as well, so it pretty much is what you would expect. It's obviously not actual juice, so don't expect it to taste like actual fruit, but it tastes like the idea of the fruit that, it's talking about. So I think that's good enough with a drink like this. Not bad flavor wise to me. Of course, it's sweetened with sucralose and aspartame potassium sweeteners, so they have a little bit of an aftertaste, and they're just not going to taste like sugar in general. So if you're not used to the low calorie sweeteners, don't expect this to taste like sugar or high fructose corn syrup. Let's try from the can here. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, drinking from the glass, I lost quite a bit of the carbonation, but there was still a fair amount. So if you want to drink it with ice in a glass, I think that's fine. It'll work. But if you want as much carbonation as possible, just drink it from the can. It's got 200 milligrams caffeine. That is a lot. You are getting 16 ounces of drink, but it's still 200 milligrams in total if you drink the whole thing. So, yeah, definitely not a drink that if you're sensitive to caffeine, you should be drinking. It also has what was it called? L-carnitine tartrate, as well as taurine. So the energy drink stuff that they tend to put in those type of drinks. I don't really know what they do or what their purpose is, but know that that's in here. It's obviously low calorie, got a lot of caffeine. I think the flavors are fine for what they are. If you like watermelon grape type manufactured flavor, specifically the flavors I would relate them to is chewing gum. So the flavors they use in chewing gum for those two are kind of like what you would expect or you should expect to taste like from this thing. So if you're into those flavors, then I think it'll be good for you. Yeah. Anyways, that's another energy drink from 3D Energy, the watermelon grape. Not too bad. Drink some water after that. There we go. Next up, wipe this off for the condensation. Another drink here. Any questions, comments? No? All right, I'm going to move on to this one. There we go. Take a look at this Vita Ice Acai Blueberry Pomegranate Sparkling Water. At least they call it sparkling water. It's clearly not, it doesn't look like water. So, yeah. It says naturally flavored sparkling water. Vitamin infused. A lot going on here. See what the size is. 17 fluid ounce, 502 milliliters. For the nutrition facts, we've got 0 calories. Got vitamin D. I haven't seen that in the drink. 2 mcg. B3, B6, B12. At least not recently. Biotin. That's another B vitamin. They sometimes interchangeably use that name versus one of the B numbers. I don't remember which number it is. And B5. Those are all 10% of your daily value of vitamins. Color provided by nature, according to them. And we've got carbonated water, citric acid, potassium benzoate to preserve freshness, purple carrot juice for color, vegetable juice for color, sucralose, which is a low-calorie sweetener, pectin, natural flavors, fruit juice for color, more color, green tea extract, and then I think it's just the vitamins. So, yeah. All right, let's do a close-up of this thing. Vita Ice, blueberry, acai. Is that how you pronounce it? Acai, and acai. ACAI. I'm just going to say Acai. Blueberry pomegranate. Vitamin infused naturally flavored sparkling water. My voice is straining today. 17 fluid ounce, 502 milliliters. Very odd sizing, but okay. There's the nutrition facts, 0 calories. And we've got vitamin D, B3, B6, B12, biotin, and B5, 10% of your daily value for each one. Color provided by nature, carbonated water, citric acid, potassium benzoate for preservative, purple carrot juice for color, vegetable juice for color, sucralose, low-calorie sweetener, sugar alternative. Do your research on that and understand what you're drinking. There is some mixed research and such studies, things like that. Then we've got pectin, natural flavor, fruit juice for color again, green tea extract, and then the vitamins, it looks like. So that's it for the ingredients. I don't think there's anything else we need to look at here. Let's pop it open, try it out. I mean, it's not really popping in this case. Well, that was a pop, but, you know, there's a code on here. It's probably good. So this is basically naturally colored with fruit and vegetable juices, which is probably fine. It's nice to have a little color sometimes. Let's see if we can... This cup is a little more difficult to record. This is curved. It kind of confuses the camera a little bit. So that's that. You can see some of the carbonation still. Nice, deep, kind of red color to it. Purpley red. Looks good. All right. There we go. Put the cap on. Actually, let me try it from the bottle here first. The carbonation's kind of minimal, even from the bottle. Interesting. Again, this is the Vita Ice Acai Blueberry Pomegranate sparkling water. It's a little bit tangy, a little bit sour. Definitely a berry flavor to it. I still notice some of the carbonation. It's kind of acidic, if that makes sense. Citric acid is the second ingredient in here. So carbonated water, citric acid. Let me see if I can smell it from the bottle. My cup might be distorting things. I can't tell. I can't tell. Like what it smells like. Not much. It doesn't have a strong smell to it. Maybe kind of a berry smell, but I'm not sure if my cup is kind of adding to it. At the very least, it doesn't have a strong smell to it. The flavor is not quite as pronounced as I was expecting, but it's kind of pleasant in a way that it's not extreme. The thing that I noticed the most with it is that it's pretty acidic, pretty sourish. I wouldn't say that it's sour, it's acidic, which some of these specific types of drinks are basically like that. This one, the Vita Ice, but also the sparkling ice brand ones, they're very acidic tasting, a lot of them, which is fine. But sometimes if I drink too many of them, it's it's not great to me. And I kind of like realize, oh wait, this is so acidic tasting to me. So it depends. Like right now, my mouth is pretty dried from it, and I get to a point where it's like, okay, this is so acidic. So that's what I'm trying to say. There obviously is some sweetness. It's not super sweet tasting, which I think is good. It's from the sucralose, which is a low calorie sweetener, sugar alternative. There is some mixed research, like studies and things on sucralose that you might want to read up on. I mean, I'm drinking so much of it. I just drank this or some of this, and it has sucralose in it, so it's everywhere, right? So it's not like we drink one drink and we only get one thing of sucralose. We tend to get more than one thing of the sucralose. It's in, I think it's in foods and stuff as well, and yeah, it's around a lot. So it, I just try to sorry, all the carbonation's getting to me. I would just try to monitor how much of these low calorie sweeteners you drink. You know what I mean. I monitor for myself, but I would suggest monitoring for yourself of how many of those low calorie sweeteners you drink or eat in a day, and then you'll think, wow, they're in so many foods and drinks, and it might not be great. But anyways, if you're okay with that, it does have some vitamins in here, which is cool. Whether those, are a placebo or not, or who knows what, that's up to you for more, again, more learning and understanding what you're consuming. The interesting one to me is that it has vitamin D in here. I don't tend to see that in drinks, but that's cool. It's not a lot. It's 10% of your daily value, which I think is good. They don't need to load it up on vitamins and things for one drink. The size is pretty good, and these tend to be, pretty reasonably priced, lower cost type drink. So I'd say as an occasional thing, I wouldn't go and drink these all the time, but that's just me. Uh, with the flavor, I think it tastes pretty good. The berry flavor is nice. Just I get overloaded on the acidity of these types of drinks. It does have a little bit of tanginess as well, which is nice. But overall, I think this is decent for what it is. Just go in there expecting, you're going to get some low calorie sweetener, you're going to get some acidity, and obviously the berry flavors, some vitamins, things like that. But yeah, not too bad. That was the Vita Ice Acai Blueberry Pomegranate version. Yep. All right, that is it for my little drink reviews today. Have any comments, questions? No. If you're on Amazon or YouTube, that would be great if you could follow those respective channels or pages, whatever you want to call it, on Amazon. So I'm trying to grow everything that I do, of course. It would be helpful. if you enjoy it. Obviously, don't follow it if you don't enjoy my little reviews and things. But yeah, I'm going to sign out for now and be back with some sort of review or interesting to me stream. I do the drink and food stuff, but I also do tech, camera equipment. I recently did a stream on electronics, so putting a thing together that I'll b- build more of with my nephew, which will be fun at some point. Obviously won't be on this stuff, but I'm making it for him. So when I do things outside of us hanging out and working on like a little project with Duplo bricks and electronics, uh, I'll do it here if I'm able to. Amazon specifically, you need to link products and things, so I can't necessarily do all of those streams on there. But YouTube, my various YouTube channels and stuff, I'll be able to. Anyways, stuff like that, photography stuff, uh, tech, even clothes and little trinkets and things. Yeah. All right. See ya. There's that. And then YouTube stream, I'm going to sign out and swap to my other YouTube channel. We only had 3 views on Amazon today. That's pretty bad. Let's see. So I'm going to go to for editing and looking at Miku Gundam. I probably misspelled that or something, but the screen is very small. So I've got these 2 gachapon. It's like whatever you get is what you get. These are 2 Miku Gundam official collab. One's from the Gundam base in Chicago, which is the first official Gundam model kit. They call it Gundam base, but the store in the United States. So this is a special, or I mean they've done it multiple times now, but a Miku Gundam collab. So a keychain, which I actually already have this specific one, which is whatever. And then this is this is a kit. So we'll take a look at that once I swap my channels here on YouTube. There's